Hello scholars and welcome to the video. Today, in honor of its return, we'll be covering the lore regarding Gjallarhorn. This is a story of old wars, insubordination, and remembrance. And it all starts with a topic we've covered many times on this channel, the Battle of Twilight Gap. Long ago, after the Battle of Six Fronts, the fallen House of Devils realized they could not attack the city alone. So, they united with many of the other fallen houses and sieged the city. They were nearly victorious. We were pushed back to our last line of defense, and Lord Saladin gave the order to retreat from the Twilight Gap towards the city. But a select few disobeyed this order.
Fireteam leaders, do not advance on the wall. Fall back to the Reachback district.
Shax freezes with a Vandal's windpipe in his fist. He waits for Saladin to justify the strategy.
I repeat, all teams rally at the Reachback district. Do not advance. The city is lost.
Shax drops the Vandal, then empties the rest of his clip into a captain. He and his fireteam are running on fumes. The dead, fallen and guardian alike, litter the Twilight Gap.
Shax, do you copy?
He risks a look over his shoulder at their home, the place they call the last safe city. Not burning. Not yet. Gritting his teeth, he reloads.
Shax, your orders are to retreat.
He sees a gap in the onslaught of invaders and gestures to the others.
Inkechi, take up the intruce. Lufang, with me. Bray, cover us.
This battlefield is not your stage, Shax. This is not about glory.
His fireteam doesn't hesitate.
Shax, for the final time, fall back.
As the six of them crest the wall, Shax cuts the feed. Shax's insubordination saved the city, but we were left weakened. Many great guardians died their final deaths on that day, and the city fell to mourning. But in this mourning, many knew we could not sit back and rest with the dangers out there. The city had to be protected, and there are many different attempts to carry this out. Shax decided to make the Crucible, a sort of sporting event that allowed Guardians to safely train and test themselves by fighting each other. But the Guardians were not the only ones to contribute to this preparation. The two famed weapon designers, Faisal Crux and Victor Lomar of the Crux Lomar Weapon Foundry, got to work. These are the same minds behind rocket launchers like Dragon's Breath and Truth. They got to work on a new rocket launcher referred to as Project Heimdall, but it would later be referred to as Gjallarhorn. For those of you versed in Norse mythology, you will know that Gjallarhorn is the horn that Heimdall blows to signal the coming apocalypse, known as Ragnarok. The Gjallarhorn rocket launcher would certainly live up to this legend, but it was not just a powerful and ingenious design. Its true purpose was to honor those who had fallen at the gap. The Gjallarhorns were forged from the armor of the guardians who fell in battle as a way of honoring their sacrifice, so that, in a way, they could continue to defend the city past their deaths. But this was not just an artistic choice. In the words of Lomar, they deserved something dependable. These men and women did not survive the gap so that we could make art. The armor of these guardians still had traces of light within, which makes the Gjallarhorn a weapon infused with the same paracausal power that makes guardians so powerful. The lore of this weapon goes beyond what you see written in the lore, though. The true history of this weapon is in all the memories of the guardians who used it back in the day, and now you can experience a portion of that history today. I believe Crux summed up Gjallarhorn the best when he said, "If there is beauty in destruction, why not also in its delivery?" I'll see you later, scholars. Keep studying.